I feel like this one is simple. The lessons out of what we're here to learn from today are simple, right? Breaking down the digital footprint reality. Okay, so just a simple classic lesson of, yeah, do be aware, cautious of what you put out there. You know what I'm saying? Within this world of internet and the online verse, yeah, it has the power to either age really terribly or really well. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, let's see some examples of how how digital footprint being affected negatively, or just content, your online tracks aging terribly versus it aging beautifully, right? It's a digital footprint reaction, virtualism. Let's see.
I'm just mad reactive, but my heart ain't with the drill shit. Can't wait to grow out of this rip that is sweet as honey and peaches to me. Free the magazine to dump on enemies, cause buddy, you can't do me wrong, then live to tell the reasons. I mean, this shit ain't sweet pea till life humble me from the sea, yeah. Mercurial blood vessels, my skin do shine. The sun of the god, it under my home is the skies. The I to argue with niggas.
Alright, flip side with it, part 2. Flip side with it, side B. Right? Started from when YouTube videos age like milk to when YouTube videos age like wine. Aging like wine. Still Ryan pictures. Yeah, I feel like let's just quickly dive into it, man, without wasting any further ado, right?
Sometimes, YouTube videos actually get better with time. Things that seemed normal or small at first end up looking smart, impressive, or ahead of their time later on. My name's Ryan, and these 8 videos are perfect examples of videos that aged like fine wine, starting with PewDiePie's video,
Beauty! Nah, I feel like he deserves one of these, bro. I don't know if it's gonna... Nah, it's not gonna appear here. Yeah, woo, he deserves one of these, man. Cheer, man. Don't be like that. Like, give him one of these, right? And I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because we literally just seen him in the videos that age like milk. So he literally done gave us the best of both worlds. We literally just come from a PewDiePie video that just aged like milk. You understand what I'm saying? Where he, he said some racial slur or whatever, raging or crashing out because of some game mishap, whatever, you right? And on a video game, he was dying. He died, and then he acted out of pocket.
Reacting to Ryan World's YouTube channel. At the end of 2016, the internet was buzzing about 5-year-old Ryan. His channel, Ryan Toys Reviews, was exploding, pulling billions of views from kids all over the world. The hype grew so much that major outlets like The Verge and USA Today began writing about him, suggesting that Ryan could one day surpass PewDiePie, who was the biggest creator on the entire platform at the time. And it didn't seem far-fetched because in the final week of 2016 alone, Ryan's channel pulled in over 182 million views, topping YouTube's weekly charts and even beating Shakira, who came in second with 116 million. Then, in January 2017, PewDiePie uploaded a video where he responded to the speculations about Ryan surpassing him.
Oh, what is this? 5-year-old threatens to dethrone YouTube king PewDiePie over my goddamn dead body!
After which he proceeded to review his own YouTube channel.
Most viewed video has 600 million views. What the actual
600 million?
what the
And while he didn't attack Ryan directly, he made it clear that something about the situation felt off.
I'm sure he loves it. I'm sure I would love when I was a kid to open a bunch of toys. But at the same time, it's like there's something off about it.
It was obvious that
What's
Ryan's
off?
parents were heavily involved, using their
course,
son for
man.
money, fame.
Man, of course, bro. Like, the parents will be involved, dog, because like he's like what, 2 years old, bro? Like, of course the parents have to be involved. And whatever is going on in terms of the creative direction, and you know what I'm saying, all that money that's coming in, the parents are involved. And the parents being, you know what I'm saying, being who they are, they might be smart enough to just like employ strategies and put systems in place that might just blow your YouTube channel out the water. You know what I'm saying? So of course, bro. Like, what are we talking about, dog? Right? Yo, I've never heard of this Ryan channel, Ryan Toys Reviews. But damn.
in views. PewDiePie then compared the situation to traditional child stars on television,
It's kind of like seeing child stars on television, because you know, like, their parents are literally forcing them to do it.
whose parents often run the show while sponsorships and brand deals flow in. And looking at most of his videos, they were essentially advertisements for Walmart and his product line, targeted at kids too young to understand they were being marketed to.
Subliminal advertising at its finest. Sponsored episodes. Yeah, it's clearly they're sponsored by Walmart. It's 100%. It's so clear.
To PewDiePie, the entire setup felt exploitative as he would go on to narrate.
But channel isn't just Ryan playing with toys anymore, whether he's going to Disneyland, getting a haircut, or running a fever. His parents are the ones deciding how much.
And it turns out, years later, those concerns would prove to be justified.
Oh, homie Ryan grew up. He probably exposed everything, boy. Come on with it. Alright, Toys Reviews. Damn, he's a 23-year-old now. Still playing with toys. Shit. What is this?
Because as Ryan grew older and entered his teenage years, he continued appearing in the same toy review videos, content he had clearly outgrown. What once felt harmless now looked uncomfortable, with many viewers believing he was forced to continue for the sake of the brand. That alone caused public backlash.
Yo, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, yo, bro, I'm thinking, look, bro, you have like younger, like young parents these days, right? So you'll get probably, Ryan obviously outgrew the content that he was making. Probably after one of those skits that he would like film with this, little Omnitrix. Ooh, there we go. Giving it to the local policeman, kids. Yay! And then after that cut, it's like, man, light me a cigarette, god damn it. What is this? I'm still what toy reviews, bro? When is this contract over? Fuck. You know what I'm saying? He probably a dad himself. Man, come on, man. I got these child support on my neck, bro. Like, he 15. You know you get 15-year-old dads these days, right? Hey, Ryan Toys Reviews, bro.
Clash with people supporting Ryan through comments like, I'm very concerned with the amount of parents that post their kids all over social media. Ryan's World is one of the worst examples because at this point, it's just exploitation. I really hope laws are made against this sometime in the future because man, I can't imagine if a good chunk of my child
probably pulling up there, he drunk off the Henny. Now he gotta act jolly like, you know, for some toy reviews.
childhood was online. Another comment said, Ryan's already super rich. His parents are money hungry to continue making him promote the channel. They should hang it up and
They made enough money already?
call it a day. The situation became even clearer during a later podcast appearance with John Uche, where his parents were seen
was
to
12.
contribute more than Ryan.
Oh shit, he was 12. My fault. I thought he was like 15 or some shit. You know, he's supposed to be getting ready for college or some shit. Still out here opening toys and shit.
himself, despite him being the main guest of the show. And when Ryan was given the chance to speak, he repeatedly glanced at his father, seemingly seeking approval before finishing his thoughts, only for his father to nod or smile in reassurance. Ryan's parents then revealed that they were organizing a full feature movie about him, having set aside an extravagant budget for the entire production. For many viewers, this became a turning point, as it reflected how far Ryan's parents were willing to go just to make money out of their son's fame.
Why does his dad look like a Silicon Valley tech billionaire, dog? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of gives that, bro. Like nerd vibe, but like billionaire for the billions he made off of his son. Go Ryan and stuff.
Fans reacted through comments like, the fact that they're making a movie about Ryan's World proves that his parents just care about money and not his life for real. The title should have been Meet Ryan's Richest Billionaire Parents. And in addition to that,
oh, they're billionaires now. Oh, so they are billionaires. No wonder his dad might be one of them people that are just like developing some tech software, dog, to just, you know what I'm saying? He looks like one of those people. He gives like, you know, like just, I guess how he chooses his fit and how he wears his hair and shit like that. Like man, come on. Ryan's World, man.
But it also left people worried and questioning how much Ryan actually got to keep out of all of the income that he generated as a brand. But despite the large budget and the heavy promotion surrounding its release, the movie failed to generate meaningful interest, with early screenings showing mostly empty theaters. Eventually, Ryan's brand...
No. Oh, damn. There was literally nobody. Like in that theater, there was nobody except the person that came to film the fact that there's nobody. That's terrible work, buddy. That's yo. Nah.
And lost over $9 million, and looking back, PewDiePie's concerns feel less exaggerated. The scripted performance...
Or it probably was PewDiePie in that empty theater trying to film the fact that it's empty and shit. Damn.
Performances, constant promotions, and aggressive monetization he pointed out years earlier only became more visible over time. In that sense, the 5-year-old that will surpass PewDiePie captured an early warning about the direction of Ryan's YouTube channel.
Oh, and then he said, "Over my dead body."
Long before the consequences became obvious. And while Ryan's World shows what happens when fame is pushed too far, Markiplier unknowingly predicted a much larger issue, one that would eventually expose one of the most biggest influencer scams of all time. By the late 2010s, Honey had become impossible to ignore. Every major creator, including Mr. Beast and MKBHD, promoted the extension as free, claiming it automatically applied coupon codes and saved users money at checkout. Markiplier, however, noticed something fishy about the whole project. In one of his videos uploaded in 2019, he paused to share his instinctive distrust of Honey, saying the following:
I have a natural distrust of Honey. I don't know why, but I naturally distrust Honey.
Seemingly convinced that something about the company and the way it operated felt off.
So where's all these savings coming from? And like the money that people get from Honey, I don't trust it. They push so much advertising.
Yeah, and I guess you can, like, that's one of the things you can just like point something that scam me out, right? Is how they aggressively just want to put their things in your face. You know what I'm saying? Dangle that fruit or whatever they got going on in your, like, aggressively, bruh. You understand what I'm saying? To a point where, like, yo, they can spam, I don't know, 5 ads like in one video type shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, there's something about companies that push ads that aggressively that gives type vibes. You understand what I'm saying? Now I can understand somebody who's pushing their music, maybe the new song that they dropped. There's this song that just ended up being just like super disgusting to me. It's this girl, bro. I think she's rapping. She's got like nice flows or whatever. She's wearing just modestly, right? She's walking through a park or whatever. She's, you know, rapping on some sort of bridge, and she's rapping like she's, you know, like she's talking through her teeth, and, you know, I mean, she was nice with it, but it was like the way they were spamming that shit. I could get it with that kind of thing. It's like, yo, maybe there was like some sort of third party or whatever that was just pumping all that money. Maybe they were laundering money through trying to promote her song. You know what I'm saying? It was that crazy. But a business doing that shit, bro, it's like, man, come on, bro. Or like some crypto promotion type thing going on. It's like, bro. It gives like, you know, suspicious vibes.
On YouTube, they do brand deals with other YouTubers. I think they've even offered me, and I said no, because I just don't trust Honey.
Markiplier then went on to share his opinion about the whole operation.
But there's some shady shit going on. I can't put my finger upon it. I have a feeling there's gonna, in like a couple years, there's gonna be the great Honey conspiracy of like 2022.
After which, he questioned how a free browser extension could afford such aggressive marketing.
They spend millions on advertising. And then people are getting money out of it, and then people are saving money out of it, and that makes sense, but the other part doesn't make sense, and then something's going on here. Where's all this money coming from?
But at the time, his comments were largely ignored. Screens kept on getting filled with clips of other creators promoting Honey back to back, showing just how normalized the sponsorship had become. But years later, that hesitation aged differently, because in 2024, YouTuber Megalag published a huge breakdown accusing Honey of gross allegations that no one ever expected.
Honey hasn't just been scamming you, the consumer, they've also been stealing money from influencers, including the very ones they paid to promote their product.
According to his investigation, the system was never as harmless as it seemed. Creators promoted the extension using affiliate links, and if viewers made a purchase, they would get a discount after applying the coupons found, while the creator earned a commission. But in practice, something very different was happening, as he would go on to explain.
So what happened when we got to the checkout page? Well, once Honey popped up, watch what happened to Linus's affiliate cookie after we clicked apply discounts. You see that? Honey came in, removed Linus's affiliate cookie, and replaced it with their own, claiming credit for the sale and pocketing the commission money for themselves.
And in all of that, the creator who drove the sale
They didn't even keep their word.
received nothing. Megalag explained this using a system called last click attribution, a model where the final interaction before a purchase
So they actually found a shortcut on how to use the influencer without the influencer. Because I wouldn't... how many influencers do you think do this kind of research? On whatever, you know what I'm saying? On their likeness being used. How many of them dive deep into this kind of detail? To double check and verify and... Oh no.
just gets full credit.
Honey pops up right at the end of your purchasing journey, virtually guaranteeing they'll win that last click. They of course know this and do anything they can to get that last click.
He also revealed that the customer as well received almost no added value, all while Honey rewarded themselves for the sale.
89 points, which is equivalent to 89 cents USD. That's right, Honey poached a $35 commission for doing nothing and rewarded me a grand total of 89 cents. Thanks PayPal, you really shouldn't have.
And because all of this happened quietly, buried behind cookies and tracking data, creators had no clue that it was happening at all. Once Megalag's video went viral, viewers
That's what I'm saying. How many creators do you think are aware of this kind of thing, right? Sometimes it's what they use to their advantage. These scam companies, right? They know the fact that creators might not dive into this much detail to find some shit out, right?
had everything to say, from quoting Markiplier and agreeing that he was right to be suspicious, to saying things like absolutely wild honey conspiracies. Markiplier knew the truth all along. Markiplier himself posted a tweet saying "I knew it," which instantly went viral, gaining over 10 million impressions. And recently, Megalag uploaded 2 more videos digging deeper into the scandal, then followed them up with a post announcement.
Damn. Why does it seem like Mr. Beast had something to do with this? Like he had a part in this. Allegedly. Not real.
That put the final nail on the coffin, reading, "Honey has just been terminated from the Rakuten network. Additionally, Honey's Rakuten links are no longer active. Honey just lost 2,000 clients. Ouch." Looking back, Markiplier was right to trust his instincts, making his video that once sounded like a harmless hesitation to age like fine wine. And while Markiplier questioned a system that seemed too good to be
Why does he look like Keanu Reeves here, man? I W Markiplier, goddamn.
true, Greg Doucette warned the fitness world about a different kind of deception. Before the liver
Hey, I know that guy. I've seen that guy somewhere. Oh my guy. The fitness things.
King was exposed, he was one of the fastest growing fitness influencers on the internet. His raw meat diet, ancestral lifestyle, and massive physique turned him into a walking spectacle, attracting millions of followers who believed his body was entirely built through discipline, eating raw liver, and being natty. But not everyone bought it. In one video, Greg openly questioned Liver King's claims of being natural, explaining that the physique he displayed
Oh, I thought they were gonna expose my boy Greg over here. Nah, he's the one that exposed some stuff. Oh, he's the one with the video that aged like wine. Yeah, W my guy, as I said.
It simply didn't align with biological reality.
I'm gonna spoil it right now. I don't think he's natural. Don't believe that. And for all the haters, I want to be clear. I believe that there's more than a 50% chance that he's on PDs.
At the time, this opinion was unpopular, with Liver King's fans dismissing Greg through comments like, "People are probably hating on the natty thing because most are trying to look a certain way, but most won't even with gear. Seems like a good dude." And I must say, if people hate Liver King, I honestly think you're not excited about your own life. He works constantly and is very dedicated regardless if you—
And another thing we did, this video right here actually also confirms the fact that this Natty King was really a fraud, because we come from reacting to YouTube videos that aged like milk, and then this Natty King was on there as well, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is like a double whammy of just, you know, this Natty King being proven to be a fraud, man. Even Craig was on his ass. Come on, Craig. What you saying about him though?
you don't agree. Meanwhile, Liver King continued doubling down, insisting that he had never touched steroids.
There's a lot
Dang.
of subprimals that are convinced that Liver King is taking steroids. Do you think if I was on steroids, I would have these appendages down here? Do you see how little my legs are?
All while promoting supplements tied directly to his image.
So this is what I say to people that make this accusation.
What?
If you don't believe this is possible, then I suggest that you take that self-limiting belief, you put that in a box, and you bury that next to all your embarrassing and don't open your mouth about it.
But Greg never changed his position because, according to him, selling the idea that a physique like that was achievable naturally while profiting from it had crossed the line.
If I was forced to choose, I'm saying not natural. Does not mean that it's 100% for sure that he's taking something. I just think he is.
Then in late 2022, everything collapsed when leaked emails revealed that Liver King had been spending $11,000 per month on steroids and performance-enhancing drugs, completely contradicting years of public claims. Overnight, it
I mean,
became
he even came out and apologized, bro.
clear that what Greg had been saying all along wasn't a speculation, but an undeniable fact. After the exposure, Greg responded almost immediately, going through the leaked emails, and then went ahead to give his own opinion
But these leaked emails, who were they sent to? Like, who leaked these?
about the whole situation, saying the following.
It was, of course, inevitable that eventually someone would find out that Liver King wasn't actually natural. But do I think it's actually going to matter? Do I think it's going to ruin his career, that he's now done? He'll never sell a supplement ever again? Of course not.
You know what the funny thing is? Damn, like something throws me off every time I hear my boy Greg over here talk, bro. He's such a big guy, bro, with such a squeaky ass little voice, dog. With like, yo, don't they got like these little supplements for like the voice to also like sound how the body looks, bro? Like, you know, I mean, I hear a thread from Greg over the phone, man. I'm like, man, where you at now, nigga? Like, what's up, bro? Watch your mouth, little boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not threatened at all. Until it's time for me to pull up. And like, man, nigga, you didn't tell me this boy was that big. What? Oh, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, respect for the work that Craig put on the body. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, yo, it's time they create also like, I don't know, vocal enhancers for you to just like switch it up with the voice, dog. So that the voice sounds like how the body looks. Facts.
How many people do you think actually thought he was Well, I in fact did that survey. Only 5% think he's natural.
Looking back, what once sounded like harsh
He sounds like a brain surgeon instead of like a bodybuilder or whatever.
skepticism from Greg ended up being one of the clearest early warnings in fitness YouTube history, making Greg's video age like fine wine. Just as Greg demonstrated
I ain't gonna lie, W Greg though.
how viral success can collapse under scrutiny, Penguin Zero foresaw Hawktua's inevitable downfall and short-lived
Tua, y'all remember her? Tua?
lived fame. When the Hawk Tuah girl, whose real name is Haley Welch, went viral,
Give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
the growth was immediate. Her clips spread across social media like a wildfire, and within days, she had become recognizable all over.
She sped so hard on that microphone, bro. It probably had like some sort of smell to it after that. Like, damn,
the world. With her fame, she launched the Talk to a podcast on September 10th,
She launched a
2024,
podcast?
which was basically centered around having general conversations about random topics with guests. For a moment, it appeared that the attention might last, but Penguin Zero wasn't convinced. According to him, Hawk Tuah simply didn't have enough engaging material to sustain an audience over time.
Look, I'm not a chef in the kitchen, but I can speculate on the menu. They're gonna be serving up nothing burgers with those conversations. Just a hunch.
And that quickly became
because you gotta think about it, bro. Like a podcast that was like, what started off of a conversation with some random street interviewer, and you going Hawk Tuah, talking about like you spitting on that thing, on that schmeat as you about to eat it up. It's like, okay, cool. That was a little viral moment because of the degeneracy in society, right? And they give attention to just like, what's the word, man? Degenerate, you know what I'm saying? Talking points. It's like, what the hell was people expecting? What the hell was she expecting to talk about after that? Because now, you know what I'm saying? It's no real substance. There's no real purpose for you starting the podcast, bro. You just went viral off some Hawk 2 comment, and then you like, what are we talking about? What are you gonna talk about from there? Okay, look, now I get the fact that maybe if she was betting on the fact that she's maybe an intellectual person, right? Where she could maybe dissect certain topics in really interesting, transformative ways, and you know, do all that. I feel like she would have had a better chance at just like, you know, getting on some substantial trajectory, bruh, like with this podcast. But you gotta also understand like the starting point, bro. It's Hawk Tuah, dog. So it's people that, listen to me, it's people that entertain such shallow things, right? Such shallow moments. You know, for example, the Hawk Tuah moment. Somebody that entertains that is who's gonna go to the podcast and go check out what it's about. But you know, let's say even if it was somebody that like, okay, look, a whole bunch of attention, because I'm pretty sure that first episode would have had, you know, it had a whole lot of attention just so that people, you know, come and find out, yo, what is this about? This Hawk Tuah girl? Oh yeah, that's that girl that went viral over that little video. You know, let's go see what the podcast is about. Okay, they there. Maybe she was going to retain a little bit of percentage of the audience of people who are intelligent, had she been an intellectual human being, but clearly she's not. I would guess. Hold on, let me just let the video keep going, right? And that's how like it wouldn't even like age right.
Evident because despite launching the Talk to a podcast and appearing on shows with people like Wiz Khalifa, she still couldn't pull people, and you could tell that it was the guests who were
there we go. She still couldn't.
actually carrying the show and not her. Soon, fans started calling out the show's poor quality conversations, making what Penguin Zero had predicted about her podcast to be true. She even went as far as launching her own meme coin, which crashed almost immediately after its value dropped from $490 million to just $24.6 million in a single day. And this, of course, led to accusations of a pump and dump scheme. This only intensified the backlash, with people leaving comments like, "This girl saw dollar signs and took the easy money thinking she would receive little backlash. Her career is over. Can't believe people are so naive still supporting this liar. She 100% knew what she was doing. Her time is up." And put the fries in the bag to a girl. At that point, the pattern Penguin Zero had warned about became impossible to ignore, as interest in Hawk Tuah's content continued to decline. And while creators had initially rushed to praise Hawk Tuah's rise and attach themselves to the hype, Penguin Zero was one of the few willing to say what most people didn't want to hear: that without meaningful content, the spotlight wouldn't last. Just as some creators burned bright and faded fast, others took bigger risks to speak out, like PewDiePie, who called out
Alright, before we get into PewDiePie again, pause. Let's hit that word from the sponsors.
I still had to argue with niggas in pain, no man. Heard me pack on you boys, I ain't telling no.